The last class we already discussed the discriminant and nature of the roots of the quadratic equation. The discriminant of the quadratic equation is b square minus 4ac. If b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, we know that the roots are real. If b square minus 4ac equal to 0, the roots are equal. If b square minus 4ac less than 0, there is no real roots of the quadratic equation. Then we can start the next question. Find the values of k for which each of the following quadratic equations so that they have two equal real roots. The question is 2x square plus kx plus 3 equal to 0. In this question, the roots are equal is given. Then we know that if the roots are equal, b square minus 4ac equal to 0. This equation is a quadratic equation. This equation can be written in the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Then a is the coefficient of x square, that is 2, and b is the coefficient of x, that is k, and c is the constant term. Then b square minus 4ac, b square minus 4ac equal to 0 because the roots are equal is given in the question. Then we can substitute the value. B square is b is k, that is k square minus 4 into a is equal to 2, 4 into 2 into 3 equal to 0. That is k square minus 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24, k square minus 24 is equal to 0. Then k square is equal to minus 24, you should transpose to that side, that is 24. The value of k is equal to plus or minus root of 24. Question number 2, kx into x minus 2. Then first you should expand this, that is multiply each term by kx, kx square minus 2kx plus 6 is equal to 0. This equation can be written in the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Then we can write it as a is the coefficient of x square and b is the coefficient of x and c is the constant term. Then the roots are equal is given in the question. Then we can write it as b square minus 4ac equal to 0. Then b is equal to minus 2k, to substitute, that is minus 2k the whole square minus 4 into k into 6 equal to 0. That is 4k square minus 4 into 6 24k equal to 0. In these two terms we can take 4k you take it out. 4k into k minus 6 equal to 0. Then 4k into k minus 6 is equal to 0 means either 4k is equal to 0 or k minus 6 is equal to 0. Then 4k is equal to 0 or k minus 6 is equal to 0. If 4k is equal to 0, that means the value of k is equal to 0. Or k minus 6 is equal to 0 means the value of k is equal to 6. But this equation is a quadratic equation. If you are substituting the k is equal to 0, that equation is not a quadratic equation. Therefore, the value of k is equal to 6. K not equal to 0, in this case, k is equal to 6. Then we can start the word problem. Question number 1. The area of the rectangle is 528 meters square. The length of the plot is 1 more than twice its breadth. Find the length and breadth of the plot. Then the area is given in the question. The area is 528. We know that the area of a rectangle is length into breadth. The length of the plot is 1 more than twice its breadth. Then we can take it as let the breadth to be any variable x or any other variable. Let the breadth to be x. And length is equal to what is? The length is 1 more than twice its breadth. That means 1 plus 2x. Then we can solve this equation. Let the breadth to be x. Our length is equal to the length of the rectangle is 1 more than twice its breadth. The area of the rectangle is also given in the question. The area is equal to 528. We know that the area of a rectangle is length into breadth. That is x into the length is equal to 1 plus 2x. That is 1 plus 2x into the length into breadth is x is equal to area, that is 528 meters square. Then we can find the value of x. Here means first is the left hand side you should expand. You multiply each term by x. That is x plus 2x square is equal to 528. And this 528 also you should transpose to this side. That is 2x square plus x minus 528 is equal to 0. In a quadratic equation, two different methods we study. Either the factorization method or by applying the quadratic formula. Any method you can use and find the value of x. This equation is a quadratic equation. This equation can be written in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then a is the coefficient of x square, that is 2, and b is the coefficient of x1, c is the constant term, minus 528. The product of any two numbers is a into c. The product is a into c, that is a is equal to 2 and c is minus 528. That is, the product is equal to minus 1056. And sum is equal to b is equal to 1. The product of any two numbers is minus 1056 and sum is equal to 1. When we multiply any two numbers, you will get the answer is 1000 minus 1056. When we add or subtract the same number, you will get the answer is 1. The numbers are plus 33 minus 32. Plus 33 into minus 32, the answer is minus 1056. 33 plus minus 32, the answer is plus 1. We can split only the middle term. The first term same. The middle term can be written as plus 33x minus 32x minus 528 is equal to 0. Then we can factorize this and group the first two and last two. The first two terms, what we can take common? The first two terms we can take x common. That is x into 2x plus 33. The last two terms we can take minus 16 common. Then you will get the answer, that is also 2x plus 33 equal to 0. Then again in these two terms, what is the common? We can take 2x plus 33, you take it out. That is 2x plus 33 into x minus 16 equal to 0. Then each factor is equal to 0 and find the value of x. That is 2x plus 33 equal to 0. Then 2x is equal to minus 33. Then x is equal to minus 33 by 2. The next factor is equal to 0. That is x minus 16 equal to 0. The value of x is equal to 16. So you check this question. The question is we have to find the length and breadth of the plot. We know that the length and breadth is not a negative value. Here we are taking as let the breadth to be x. We are taking as then the value of x is equal to 16. That means the breadth is equal to 16. Then the length is equal to 1 more than twice the breadth. That means 1 plus 2x. The value of x is 16. Then we got the answer 1 plus 2 into 16. 33. The measurement, the length is equal to, the dimension of the plot is, the length is equal to 33 and breadth is equal to 16. The second question, the product of two consecutive positive integers is 306. Find the integer. The product of two consecutive positive integer. Then we know that let the consecutive positive integer we can take it as either x and x plus 1 or x plus 1 and x plus 2. Anyway we can take. Let the consecutive positive integers be x and x plus 1. The product of these two consecutive positive integer is 306 is given. Then we can find the integer. Then we can solve. Let the consecutive positive integers be x and x plus 1. The product of consecutive positive integer is equal to 306. The left hand side you should expand and multiply each term by x. That is x square plus x is equal to 306. And 306 also you should transpose to this side. That is x square plus x minus 306 is equal to 0. This equation is a quadratic equation because this equation can be written in the form x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. then either we can use by factorization method or applying the quadratic formula we can find the value of x. Here means when we are using factorization method we can write it as a is the coefficient of x square and b is the coefficient of x and c is the constant term. The product of any two numbers is a into z and sum is equal to b. Then what are the numbers? A is equal to 1 and c is minus 306. That is 306. Then sum is equal to b is equal to 1. When we multiply any two numbers, the answer is minus 306. When we add or subtract the same number, you will get the answer is 1. What are the numbers? The numbers are 18 and minus 17. We know that 18 into minus 17 is equal to minus 306. Then is when we add 18 plus minus 17 is equal to, the answer is 1. Then we can split only the middle term. The first term and last term same. We can write it as x square. The middle term is x. This x can be written as plus 18x minus 17x. The last term also same, minus 306 is equal to 0. Then we can factorize. We can group the first two and last two. The first two terms, what we can take common? Here means the first two terms we can take x common. That is x into x plus 18. The last two terms we can take minus 17, you take it out. That is minus 17 into x plus 18 equal to 0. In these two terms again we can take x plus 18, you take it out. That is x plus 18 into x minus 17 equal to 0. Then each factor is equal to 0, find the value of x. That is x plus 18 is equal to 0. The value of x is equal to minus 18. Then x minus second factor is equal to 0 or x minus 17 is equal to 0. The value of x is 17. The product of two consecutive positive integers. Then we can take it as this x is equal to minus 18. That is not a positive number. Then we can take the value of x is 17. And let the consecutive integer be. Then the value of the first consecutive integer is 17. And next consecutive integer is x plus 1. That is 17 plus 1, 18. The consecutive integers are 17 and 18. The third question. Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. The product of their ages 3 years from now will be 360. Then find Rohan's present age. So repeat the question. Rohan's mother is 26 years older than Rohan. Then we are taking as let the Rohan's age be x. What is his mother's age? His mother's age is equal to 26 years older. That means x plus 26. The product of these two, that means Rohan's age into his mother's age is equal to, the product is equal to 360. Then we can find Rohan's present age. We can solve this question. Let Rohan's present age be x. Rohan's mother's age is equal to, Rohan's mother's age is 26 years older than Rohan's age. That means x plus 26. After 3 years, what is Rohan's age? After 3 years, the Rohan's age is increasing. That means x plus 3. After 3 years, his mother's age is equal to x plus 26 plus 3. That is x plus 29. That means after 3 years, Rohan's age is equal to x plus 3. After 3 years, mother's age is equal to x plus 26 plus 3, that is x plus 29. The product is 360, that is x plus 3 into x plus 29 is equal to 360. The left hand side you should remove the bracket, you multiply. Either we can use the identity x plus a into x plus b, otherwise you multiply each term. The answer is x square plus, that is x plus 3 into x plus 29 can be written as x square plus a plus b, a is equal to 3 and b is equal to 29. 3 plus 29, that is 32x, plus a into b, 29 into 3, that is 87, is equal to 360. The next step, that 360 also you should transpose to this side, that is x square plus 32x plus 87 minus 360 is equal to 0. That is x square plus 32x minus 360 plus 87. The answer is minus 273 equal to 0. This equation is a quadratic equation. Then we can solve this equation by either factorization method or applying the quadratic formula. When we are using the factorization method, we can split the middle term. Then a is equal to the coefficient of x square and b is the coefficient of x and c is the constant term, that is 273. The product is equal to a into c. When we multiply any two numbers, you will get the answer is a into c. A into c, that is a is equal to 1, c is minus 273. The product is minus 273. Sum is equal to b. b is 32. When we multiply any two numbers, you will get the answer is minus 273. When we add or subtract the same number, you will get the answer is 32. Then find the numbers. What are the numbers? The numbers are 39 into minus 7. The answer is minus 273 and 39 plus minus 7, that is 32. Then we can split only the middle term. The first term and last term same, that is x square. The middle term can be written as plus 39x minus 7x minus 273 is equal to 0. Then we can group the first two and last two. The first two terms, what we can take common? The first two terms we can take x common, that is x into 39. The last two terms we can take minus 7, you take it out. That is minus 7 into x plus 39 is equal to 0. And again in these two terms we can take x plus 39, you take it out. That is x plus 39 common, that is x plus 39 into x minus 7 is equal to 0. Then each factor is equal to 0 and find the value of x. Then x plus 39 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to minus 39. The next factor, that is x minus 7 is equal to 0. The value of x is equal to 7. Then means what is this question? This question we have to find the Rohan's age. We know that age is not a negative value. That means we can take the value of x is equal to 7. That means the Rohan's present age is equal to 7. That is Rohan's present age is equal to 7. Then we got the answer. The Rohan's present age is equal to 7. Question number 4. A train travels a distance of 480 km at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 8 km per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. The question is to find the speed of the train. A train travels a distance of 480 km at a uniform speed. Let the distance is equal, the distance is given in the question. The distance, the train travels a distance of 480 km. Therefore, the distance is equal to 480 km. If the speed had been 8 km per hour less, here in this question, what we can take it as x? Here we can take it as, let the speed be x. The speed is equal to x. The new speed is equal to, what is the new speed? If the speed had been 8 km per hour less, that means the new speed is equal to x minus 8. We know that how to find the time. Time is equal to the distance divided by speed. The distance is given in the question. We are taking as, let the speed be x. Then we can solve this equation. The distance is given in the question. The distance is equal to 480 km. The time is equal to the distance divided by speed, that is 480 divided by x. The new speed is equal to, if the speed had been 8 km per hour less, therefore the new speed is equal to x minus 8. Then we can find the time. The time is equal to the distance same only, that is 480 divided by x minus 8. Then how to form the equation? The question is, if the speed had been 8 km per hour less, it would have taken 3 hours more. That means the speed is decreasing, then it will take more time. Then the time is equal to, if the speed had been 8 km per hour less, it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. That means 480 by x plus 3 is equal to 480 divided by x minus 8. The speed is decreasing, then it would have more time. That means the time is increasing. We can take more time. The 480 divided by x plus 3 is equal to 480 divided by x minus 8. Then this equation we can solve. You write it in the quadratic form, x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. That is, this term also you should transpose to that side. That is 480 by x minus 8 minus 480 divided by x is equal to 3. And in these two terms we can take 480, you take it out. That is 480 common. 480 into 1 by x minus 8 minus 1 by x is equal to 3. That is, we cross multiply 480 into, that is x minus of x minus 8 divided by, multiply the denominators, that is x into x minus 8 is equal to 3. We can numerate, you should remove the bracket, that is 480 into x minus x plus 8 divided by, the denominator also you should remove, x square minus 8x is equal to 3. That is, x and minus x we can cancel. Then we can write it as 480 into 8 is equal to, you should cross multiply like this, 3 into x square minus 8x. This 3 and 480 we can cancel, that is 160. That is, x square minus 8x is equal to 160 into 8. 160 into 8 is equal to 1280. That 1280 also you should transpose to this side. That is x square minus 80 minus 1280 is equal to 0. This equation is a quadratic equation. This is of the form x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. We can solve this equation by either factorization method or applying the quadratic formula. That is, if a is the coefficient of x square and b is the coefficient of x and c is the constant term, minus 1280. When we are using the factorization method, and the product of any two numbers is a into c, that is p is equal to a into c. The product t is equal to a into c. A is equal to 1 and c is minus 1280. The product is minus 1280 and sum is equal to b. B is minus 8. When we multiply any two numbers, the answer is minus 1280. When we add or subtract the same number, you will get the answer is minus 8. Then you find the numbers. The numbers are minus 40 into 32. The answer is minus 1280. That is minus 40 plus 32. That is minus 8. Then we can split only the middle term. The first term and last term same. That is x square. The middle term can minus 8x can be written as minus 40x plus 32x. The last term also same, 1280 is equal to 0. Then we can group the first two and last two. The first two terms what we can take common. Here means in the first two terms we can take x common. X into x minus 40. The last two terms we can take 32 common. That is 32 into x minus 40 is equal to 0. Then again in these two terms, what is the common factor? We can take x minus 40, you take it out. x minus 40 into x plus 32 is equal to 0. Then each factor is equal to 0, find the value of x. That is x minus 40 is equal to 0. The value of x is equal to 40. The second factor is equal to 0. That is x plus 32 equal to 0. Then x is equal to minus 32. We know that x is what we are taking as x. X is the speed. Speed is never get a negative value. We can take it as x is equal to 40. Therefore, x is equal to 40 kilometer per hour. That is the speed of the train. Okay, the next class we can discuss the remaining questions. Now you can do the homework question. Exercise 4.2, question number 3 and 4 homework. Okay, thank you.